Audio Jungle.
Joe Biden, 78, made a jokey comment about his wife's relationship with Prince Harry, 37, at the 2014 Invictus Games. Jill Biden, 70, first met Prince Harry on his 2013 tour of the USA when she was the nation's second lady. But the following year, the Duke of Sussex and Mrs. Biden would cross paths again as both attended the inaugural Invictus Games tournament in London. Looking back to 2016, the now 46th U.S. president even joked that his wife had spent too much damn time with Prince Harry. He also claimed, I read in The Guardian, or one of them, and it says, I'm paraphrasing, everywhere Prince Harry went, he had this blonde woman on his arm. The vice president's wife. I'm a little worried here, you know what I mean? Joe and Jill Biden would also attend the 2016 and 2017 installments of the Invictus Games in Orlando and Toronto alongside Prince Harry. The Duke of Sussex has also been seen with the Bidens after he and his wife, Meghan Markle, departed from the UK to set up their new life in Canada and then California. Earlier this month, Harry accompanied the First Lady to a virtual event to honor wounded veterans. Dr. Biden even championed the estranged royal for his military service and previous work assisting ex-servicemen. She said, "You live by a simple principle, serve together, recover together." The 70-year-old added, "It's a philosophy not limited by the flag you wave. You've dedicated your time, talents and heart to lifting up service members from around the globe. In fact, it's hard to believe it's been 7 years since the first Invictus Games in London. The memories of it are still so fresh in my mind. Every race and game more thrilling than the last." Harry's appearance alongside the elected American also comes amid growing speculation that his wife, Meghan Markle, could join the political frontline. NBC News' Neil Sean has even suggested Harry could be integral to her political posturing. He said, when she had the opportunity to meet with him in London, she passed on that and lumped it to Prince Harry. So the only way that she could try and get some popularity moving into politics, would be to get him to do a lot of the groundwork. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden and Prince Harry teamed up last week to honor wounded veterans, hosting a virtual event on September 13 that honored Warrior Games athletes, their families and caregivers. But it wasn't the first time the two have worked together. In fact, Biden, 70, and the Duke of Sussex, 37, have a lengthy history of camaraderie, beginning when the now First Lady was serving as Second Lady of the United States. Here's a look back at how Harry and Biden's bond began and has evolved. Biden, then serving as Second Lady under President Barack Obama, first met Harry during the Prince's 2013 U.S. tour when he attended a reception for American and British wounded service members. Harry has credited his visit to the Warrior Games in Colorado during that 2013 trip as the inspiration behind his Invictus Games. He founded the Paralympic-style competition for wounded, sick and injured veterans and armed forces members in 2014. The 2020 Invictus Games had to be cancelled amid the COVID-19 pandemic. The 2021 Invictus Games had to be postponed and will now kick off in The Hague, Netherlands, from April 16 to 22 in 2022. Then Second Lady Biden traveled to London to cheer on the U.S. team at the inaugural Invictus Games in 2014. She also attended Harry's Invictus Games when they were held in Orlando, Florida, in 2016 and again in Toronto in 2017, where she was joined by her husband, Joe Biden. In 2016, then Vice President Biden told reporters how his wife had attended the inaugural tournament in London, joking that she spent too much damn time with Prince Harry. He also joked about how easily the pair had hit it off, saying at the time, I read in The Guardian, or one of them, and it says, I'm paraphrasing, everywhere Prince Harry went, he had this blonde woman on his arm. The vice president's wife. I'm a little worried here, you know what I mean? At the virtual Warrior Games event held last week, Dr. Biden spoke highly of Harry, specifically citing his military service and work with veterans. You live by a simple principle, serve together, recover together, Dr. Biden said. It's a philosophy not limited by the flag you wave. You've dedicated your time, talents and heart to lifting up service members from around the globe. Dr. Biden continued, in fact, it's hard to believe it's been 7 years since the first Invictus Games in London. The memories of it are still so fresh in my mind. Every race and game more thrilling than the last. The September 13 virtual event honored the wounded service members who would have participated in this year's Warrior Games, which were slated to be held this week in Orlando but were cancelled because of COVID-related concerns. During a Zoom conference call, Harry, who was to have visited the U.S. Department of Defense's contest with Dr. Biden before its cancellation, told service members that the Invictus Games never would have been created had I not been inspired by every single one of you, and you companions and your families, and everything you've given in service to this country.